Welcome, everybody, to the questions and answers with the doctors of Mountains of Hope. And that's where we are right now, beautiful Mountains of Hope in Medellin, Colombia. And I'm honored to have with me our general manager and one of our doctors, Marcela, and also our main doctor, Dr. Anna. And we have some questions people have written in. And if you want, we're going to do this a couple times each week. So if you have questions that you'd like to get answered, just email doctor@mountainsofhope.com. And we'll include your answer, your questions, and we'll answer them next week in the show. So first off, girls, Kelly from California wants to know about wellness shots. Are they actually effective?
They are so effective, you cannot imagine. Because
What are they?
we have superfoods.
Okay.
We grow superfoods here.
Okay.
We have turmeric, we have flax seeds, we also have curcumin. So the thing is that when you have this kind of foods, and you make shots from them, then you're going to receive all the benefits that you need from them. So Anna, can you tell us which benefits are we going to get?
Yeah, for sure. So we have benefits like decrease the inflammation, to decrease and also to clean the whole toxicity, and also are going to help you so much when your cells are going to decrease this inflammation, are going to help you with increasing your immune system and the whole functions that you have in your system that you already need.
Perfect. And since I'm the American here on this panel, I know how much processed food there is in that country. And when you start eating this kind of nutrition, your cells are getting everything they want. So you start losing the cravings for sugar and processed foods because the cells are happy. When you're eating that processed food, the cells are never satisfied. So you're always craving stuff. And that processed food is feeding all that bad bacteria in your gut. So that's why that's important. Okay, Paul from Miami wants to know if exercise has a positive effect on the nervous system.
For sure, yeah, so much. Because this exercise are going to help you to increase the whole neurotransmitters that you need to be happy, to be like in a relaxing mood, that to decrease the stress and to help you to be like healthier as you are.
Sometimes people tell me like, I don't want to do exercise. I don't feel like doing exercise. And it's normal at the beginning, but then when you start like with help doing exercise, maybe in a month, you're going to start feeling that you need to do exercise. So I know it's difficult to start doing it, but here in Mountains of Hope, we have the best facilities. So you're going to do exercise in our gym, looking at the mountains, at the pool. So those are good things in order for you to start the day feeling like you want to do exercise.
And since I'm the senior citizen on this panel, at 67 years old, I just had a battle with heart disease, which I beat. But what I realized is my muscles started to deteriorate. And that's very common as you get older, the muscles. So I'm now back in the gym lifting weights, because if we don't lift weights as we get older and we lose those muscles, we're going to deteriorate very fast and we're going to get sick and we're going to die prematurely. So lifting weights is very, very important, especially as we get older.
Not only your muscles, your bones too.
Yep.
So if you have problems with your bones, doing exercise, it's the best way to have them healthy. Okay.
Perfect. Okay, this is my favorite question here. Daniel from Michigan says, I'm always living in fight or flight mode. What can I do to get my nervous system back to normal? So before I give it to you girls, let me tell you what I do here every day. We imported a sauna from Finland. It seats maybe 8 to 10 people. It has infrared heat and it also has volcano rocks in it. So I go in there and I sit there for 15 minutes. So let's talk about the infrared that I'm experiencing when I'm in there. What's the benefits of the infrared?
Infrared was used for by the NASA. Did you know that?
No.
So infrared is really good to help your skin to heal, your immune system to be stronger, and also it helps you with your circadian rhythm. That is very, very important, your pineal gland. So you're going to increase the production of melatonin, that is a really important hormone in your body, and you're going to start feeling more calm and And that's the key for being healthier.
For sure. And also, it says like maybe 5 to 10 minutes at the sauna infrared are going to be really similar to do like exercise in a moderate rate, like more than an hour, because that are going to help you so much. This infrared sauna, you're going to feel like you're sweating so hard, like you're doing the real exercise, and also are going to help you to clean the whole toxins that you have in your body.
And if you're curious, it's 180 degrees in there, which is like 80 Celsius, but it's very tolerable because of the infrared. So I also put essential oils on the rocks. What's the benefit of essential oils?
For sure, that help you so much to decrease also the stress, because the essential oils are going to help you to make you feeling more connected with the nature, and also that have more sense with the rocks, because that makes that your body remember how to reconnect with this nature and clean the whole toxins that we have related with the interferences, related with the chemicals, hydrocarbons, with the whole toxins that we have in our environment.
We here in Mountains of Hope, we change your environment, everything on it. So it's very important to work with your sense, not only to see beautiful things, to hear healing music, to taste organic and real food, but also to smell these kind of things that they are going to take you in a like to a better place, to make you feel calm, to make you feel better. And also we need to say that we have these rocks and we pour water on it, and then you're going to have a lot of steam, and this is going to open all your pores. Then you are going to be able to detoxify all your body, and then you are going to be in a state where you can like receive everything that you need in order to heal.
So when I'm in there, if I'm in there alone, I put on a meditation and a breath work from Soma Breath. Soma Breath is one of our partners here at Mountains of Hope. And we have a speaker in the sauna. So I'll put in a Soma Breath meditation and breath work. What's the value of breath work?
Breath work is going to calibrate your system. So you have the sympathetic system and the parasympathetic system. The sympathetic is the one that makes you feel that you need to fight, is the stress, is the thing that you are going to be like all the time ready to action. In the fence, yeah. Parasympathetic is the one that equilibrates your body, that like the one that make all the cells to be calm, to do the job they are supposed to do, and not to over stress the work that they have to do. So you're going to start feeling like in a calm mode only with your breathing. To breathe from your nose is very important. So everything, like you only in those 15 minutes you're going to receive a lot of benefits with all the things that we do here.
Yep.
For sure. And also that helps you, that have like a clinical and scientific evidence that helps you so much to increase again the neurotransmitters that we already need, and also that helps you to control and having a balance the whole system, the whole cardiovascular system, the whole like nervous system, and everything that are related with our healthy.
And the other benefit is Niraj, who's the owner of Soma Breath, was just here for about a month. And what he taught me is that when you're not talking or you're not eating, you want to breathe through your nose. This is how he healed himself from a very serious disease. By breathing through the nose, you create a chemical called nitric oxide. It only lasts about a second in the body, but it's very, very powerful for deep healing. So you always want to try to breathe through your nose. And for you guys that have sleep apnea and you have to use a CPAP, what I do is I tape my mouth shut. So I'm breathing through my nose the entire evening and getting that nitric oxide. It makes a huge difference. Okay, so now with about 1 or 2 minutes to go, I'm sitting in there, I've done my breath work, I've gotten my essential oils, I'm pretty darn hot. I pour the water on the rocks, and now it's super hot, and I can only stand it for a minute or two. And then I get out and I go and I jump in our 45-degree cold plunge. What's the benefit of that?
You're going to put your cells under a lot of stress, and that's good because it's the same thing that happens when you're doing exercise. You're putting your muscles under a lot of stress. So the same thing happens when you change abruptly the temperature of your body. So you're going to start, your cells are going to be under a lot of stress, and they have to do an extra effort to start doing their job. The mitochondria is very important for the cells, is the organ when you produce your energy. So it's like to reset that cell, and it's going to start working much better.
And also helps in the cardiovascular system because when you go and do the cold plunge, they are going to, at the beginning, do like constricts the blood vessels. And afterwards, when you know how to breathe, how to do the whole exercise, when you increases this ATP, that is the thing that are going to give you energy through the mitochondria, are going to dilate the whole blood vessels, and are going to improve your cardiovascular effort and your cardiovascular health.
Yeah, so it's really important to understand that our cells are batteries. And what does a battery need? It needs nutrition, it needs water. But when you stress it, it gets stronger. The mitochondria gets stronger, and then it's be able to create more ATP. Without ATP, we're dead. ATP is the chemical reaction that creates the energy in the body. So that's why that's super important to stress that mitochondria. Okay, I have to ask you this. You just spent a lot of our money, Marcella, buying a testing thing, and you take 3 of my hairs, you put it in this thing, and then Anna orders me all these supplements, and I feel 1,000,000 times better. So what is this thing you have there?
Swear to God that it's worth it. Because you have your genetic. You cannot change the information that you have on your genes. But then we have the epigenetic. The epigenetic are those genes that you can switch on or off depending of what you do. Like depending if you do exercise, the way you eat, the way you sleep, everything. That's epigenetics. So we have this test. We are going to run like all the information through your hair, and we are going to know your vitamin levels. For example, if you're under heavy metal potions, or if you're going, for example, the kind of food that you need to eat in order to have a better health. So that's why Anna is trained in order to understand everything that the test does. And we have had a lot of good
tools here in Mountains of Hope, for sure, because when we know exactly what we need to clean, for example, as you mentioned it, the heavy metals, we have here the whole facilities that are going to help you to clean everything. For example, the whole therapies that you already mentioned it. For example, more than this, sauna infrared, we have also red light therapy, salt therapy. There are our facilities that are going to help you to clean everything that we had in this epigenetic test, that we are going to see that, this is like in higher levels, we need to decrease, we need to clean all of these things. And also, when we see that you are in lack levels of, for example, vitamins, minerals, we have everything here to increase and to improve these levels. For example,
IVs.
Yeah.
Only the food, it's
not
better.
just the food, but we can improve everything with food, but also with IVs, also with the whole other therapies that we have here.
Okay, great. So Frank from Missouri wants to know, what is the most effective way to treat burnout? So let me speak to this for a second, because after my heart disease, I was pretty burned out. In fact, it was very difficult for me to even get out of bed and go to work. And what I found by living here at Mountains of Hope and changing my environment And this is crucial, whether you've just been diagnosed with cancer or diabetes or chronic illness or you want to lose weight. When you change your environment's everything. You know, Dr. Joe Dispenza says, if you want to change your personal reality, you need to change your personality. And that's what we do here at Mountains of Hope. We teach, there's a lot of education. We teach you about epigenetics. We teach you about meditation. But really changing the environment and doing this hot cold, getting these IVs, getting colonics, walking, meditating, all the stuff that we do here is going to really help you with burnout. What else do you guys have to say about that?
Burnout, it's just the experience that you have when you're under a lot of stress for a long time. So you start producing adrenaline all the time, cortisol, and then your body, your mind is so tired that it just shut down.
Yeah.
The thing that we are going to do here is to understand that when you are under a lot of stress, it comes from a lot of places. So we need to start, like, every person is different. So that's why Anna has an appointment with them before you come here, because we need to understand what you are going through. Because it's important to say that not all the burnouts are the same. So we need to understand what is happening to you exactly in order to treat what make you feel stress or under stress. So the thing is that we here take care of every cause that you have in order to feel stress, not only with our treatments, but also like teaching you how to change your environment when you come back to your house. Yes. Because it's very important to have like a way to live different in order to not have that stress anymore.
And another therapy that I suggested that I see in my patients that works so much is, for example, these other alternative therapies like Reiki, like this energetic cleanse, like acupuncture, auriculotherapy. That whole therapies are going to help you so much to decrease the stress in your body and also to restart, like remember yourselves how it's the normal to work without this stress.
It seems to me that, like right now, 1 out of 2 Americans are going to get cancer, and 1 out of 2 Americans are going to get heart disease. And I believe the stress is the number one thing.
For sure.
And so we do a lot of work here to get you out of stress, get you out of fight or flight. In fact, everything I've done today, I've done every protocol this morning, so I'm totally relaxed, about ready to just super calm and super at peace. By changing your environment and coming here, you're going to learn how to get out of fight or flight and learn how to stay out of fight or flight. Because stress is the number one killer, I believe, and it leads to inflammation, and inflammation leads to disease. Okay, Carolyn from Florida says, I've been overweight my whole life, and I've tried every fad diet out there, which works for some time, but after some months, I regain all the weight I lost. What can I do that actually lasts over time?
Overweight and obesity, those are diseases that are not just from what you eat. You need to understand that it's not just to do a diet or exercise more or whatever, because it has different
components,
different causes. Yeah. So the thing is that we need to understand what is happening to you in order to have like a way of living that it takes you out of the disease, and it's a chronic disease. So you need to change your way of living forever. So we are going to create that for you, but we are going to make that so easy, so fun, so great that you're not going to feel that you're under a diet or under something that you don't want to do, but you have to do it. No, we are going to create something, a program for you that you're going to enjoy, and that's the way you change your life forever.
Yeah, and also it's really important to see and remember that the obesity it's not just like an illness, like Marcia said. Like, this is not just related with the physical body or something. This is so related with the mental health. So it's really important to go again to decrease the toxicity, to decrease the inflammation, and to go and work in the whole habits that we have in our life, in our daily life. They are going to help you and to help people with obesity to feel better and to feel like more comfortable with everything that they are.
So we have a number of things here to detox the body, including colonics and other things like that. But let's talk about the food and the nutrition. Where does the food come from?
A lot of people doesn't understand that organic food is very important, and a lot of people promote organic food like just because it comes from the soil and that's all. But no, organic food is from the seed. You need to take care of everything from the soil because we need all the nutrients to be in that food. And to prevent that is going to be in contact or in touch with a lot of chemicals that are going to decrease the levels of nutrients that the food has. So we take a lot of care of our food. We grow everything, and you cannot imagine. There's a lot of people working in that because we take care of everything, all the details, in order to have that tomato to taste like a tomato and to have all the nutrients that a tomato has. So that's why we are very focused on our food, and then we have a great chef who makes magic on that vegetable. So you're going to have a great experience. Last week we had a guest here, and she was like, she started eating, and she said like, and he was like, oh, something happened to you, and she was like, no, it is like, it's the food. I didn't know that the food can taste that good, and he was like, oh, I was worried. But yeah, you're going to realize that the food tastes so different when it's real.
Yeah, I mean, it's imagine the whole thing that we do here. The whole food that I tried before, it's nothing compared with the food that I eat here in this place.
To give you an idea, we have 20 acres on our property here, and we plowed 2 of those acres, and that's where we grow over 50 different fruits and vegetables there with no chemicals. And I've only drinking tomato juice in the United States that comes out of a jar, right? And yesterday, Chef John said, hey, would you guys like some tomato juice? It was almost like drinking a soft drink. It was so good, the tomato juice. And tomatoes are so healthy. Like, I have an issue with my prostate, and tomatoes will heal that. So everything I'm doing here at Mountains of Hope is healing things in my body. I'll be honest with you. I'm 67 years old. I've burnt the candle at both ends. I've had a lot of fun in my life, and I've been very, very hard on my body. And one of the effects that could be serious for me is some things I've done to my brain with too much alcohol and things like that. So what do we do as far as the brain is concerned here?
Your brain. We have a lot of things here to work on your brain. But first, we need to know what is happening to it. So the thing is, we have the brain mapping. So you're going to have an accurate diagnosis in order to understand what you need to heal. After that, we have the diagnosis. We do neurofeedback. So you're going to have like the response already, and you're going to start working on what you need. And also, with everything we do here about the pineal gland, we are going to clean and to make the pineal gland to work the way it has to work. So it prevents dementia, Alzheimer's, Parkinson's. So we are going to work on your brain too.
And also the neurofeedback, it's really amazing because it shows you how improve and how you are healing about the whole brain things that you have. Maybe it's not just for prevent the whole things that Marcela said, that it's really certain. It's also are going to help you to improve or to decrease the anxiety, to decrease the TDAH, to the depression, stress post-traumatic disorder. The whole of these stuffs can be healing with this neurofeedback.
Yeah, to give you a little more information, a year ago when I bought this machine, it's called Evoke, and it's a QEEG. They put like 20 electrodes on your head and on your ears, and they can measure the brain waves, and then they can measure the energy that each cell is putting out, the mitochondria is putting out. And the guy that tested me a year ago, he said, Mike, if you don't do something pretty quickly, you're going to have dementia very soon. And so we just tested me again. I've been doing the neurofeedback and been taking fish oil and salmon and doing things to fix my brain, and already it's starting to work. So just imagine, this is part of the tuition if you come to Mountains of Hope. This is $1,000 to $1,500 test in the United States, and then the neurofeedback's probably $50 to $100 each time, and this is included in your stay here. So it's really important. There's nothing more important than a healthy brain to have a healthy life. So just one of the things we do here. Okay, you bought another machine here. Actually, I think you brought it with you, where we stand on a scale and we hold these things. What's that all about?
Because you need to understand, not like your weight is important, but it's important to understand what, like the kind of weight that you have. Is it from muscle, from fat, from water, from what? So, for example, for you at the beginning, it was so important to measure your muscle in order to understand what to eat, how to exercise, to have healthier muscles. So you're going to, the first week that you're going to be here, the first 2 days, you're going to have anybody that is going to measure your body composition, but also you're going to have the EPICS Life, that is the epigenetic test. Then you're going to have the brain mapping, that is going to test your brain and your function of your brain. And then you're going to have the BioWell, that is going to measure your energy. And it's amazing because it's going to tell you not only your physical health, but also your energetic.
Your light body.
Yes. So
and
we
the live blood cell analysis.
and the live blood cell analysis. So we have a lot of tests that in the first 2 days, they're going to tell us a lot of information of what you are and what do you need in order to be better and to be healthier. So we have everything here to make you feel like the most healthier person in the world.
Well, girls, thank you very much. Look
Thank
forward
you,
to
Mark.
doing this with you next week. And what's really important is these are functional doctors. They're not going to treat the symptoms. Typically in America, I go to my doctor there, hypertension, just take these pills. But what's causing the hypertension? So we practice functional medicine here. Why do you have hypertension? I just need to calm down, meditate, and I don't have to take these pills that are debilitating with a bunch of side effects. So everything we do here at Mountains of Hope is designed for healing, and deep transformation that lasts. Next week, we'll get into the emotional and the mental aspect of everything that we do here. If you have questions, just email doctor@mountainsofhope.com, and we'll include your questions in our show next week. Until next week, go out there, live with passion, and be healthy.
And be happy.
Welcome.